The following program is rated D for dumb.
Thank you, Harry. Yes, it is in fact rated D for dumb. It's also rated D for done. D-O-N-E. Anyway, maybe I'll explain a little bit. Done. D-O-N-E. I'm done. Tired. T-I-R-E-D. It's a spelling show. Welcome to the spelling show. Dave Canyon here. Come on, Hal. Sing us a song. Get us going.
9 o'clock. I'm bored to death. Smoke so much I can smell my own breath. My baby left me. My best friend's not at home. Can't get that woman off my mind. I've never been the brooding kind, but there's still one thing makes me come alive. Yeah, I'm gone for a drive.
The following podcast is rated D for dumb. You're listening to Dumbing It Down with Dave, the fastest podcast on earth. Listen to Dave commute to and from work on the New York State Thruway in his 2008 Kia Rio LX. He talks about pragmatism, truth, happiness, and the search for it all. Join Dave as he asks and tells you how life ought to be. And now, here's Dave.
All right. Thank you, Alex. That's Alex Exum, E-X-U-M, doing that voice intro for the last 4.5 years. Thank you, Alex. Hey, guys, you ready to dumb it down and go for a drive? Yeah. That's good. I'm glad, because so am I. I don't really have much choice. I want to go home. So I'm doing that. I'm leaving the job. It's my first day back. I took an extra day off. Usually I work overtime, but guys, I am done. I'm done. D-O-N-E. Done. Capital D-O-N-E. Little d-O-N-E. Lowercase d-O-N-E. Fini. Finale. Finished. This should really be my last show. It should be. This should really be like the last show, not only of 2020, but my last show. I should just say, listen, guys, I'm done. I'm tired. T-I-R-E-D. Tired. Exhausted. Ex-hausted. I'm done. I'm tired. This is craziness. This is, pragmatism, truth, happiness, and the search for it all. I think about it. Have I talked about a lot of happiness? I don't know. I have a feeling I might not have done that. I was happy when we got Hal and Philly's song "Going for a Drive" as part of the intro to the show. I was really happy that he agreed to let me play it. I think I was happy. And then we finagled with it a little bit. And then, we worked it in there. I did my own editing. I bastardized the editing software. I have no editing software, but however I did it. And I didn't do it with Audacity or anything, but it was exhausting, and I did it. And we've been using that song for a long time now, ever since shortly after Podcast Movement 19 in Orlando, Florida, in 2019, I think it was. So thank you, Hal and Philly, and I hope you guys have gone to Bandcamp. I was supposed to go this past, because I keep on talking about it, but I didn't do it myself. I wanted to buy a couple more versions, and I still can do it, because the song is still available. I guess it's going to be available forever. I don't know. I haven't heard anything different. So Going for a Drive, if you like the whole 4-minute song, this is part of it. So I'd like to give Hal a little play, because he's been so generous. And, I went crazy with the cowbells for a while, and, he wasn't too happy about that, because it's enough cowbell. So anyway, but thank you, Hal, and thank you, Linda from Awesome Insanity Surfers, with the Harry AI voice that you heard, and many of the other AI voices. I really appreciate Alex, Hal, and Linda contributing to the show. It's a much different show in the last 200 episodes than it was the first 78 episodes, and that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to make some progress. I wanted to, 0.001 at a time, which is basically what I did. Maybe I should shoot for 0.002. 0.001 is really slow, and I'm exhausted. I mean, I keep on saying it, but I am. And part of it is the job, is the truck driving job that I have. This thing that they got going on, I just finished last night. By the way, it's December 31st. It's 9:17 in the morning. I'm headed towards the New York State Thruway, southbound, to go home. I don't know if I'm going to do 2 shows this week. Last week I only did 1 show. I'm beat. I'm just beat. And what I would have liked to have happened was that in November and December, I would have liked to have done a series of best of shows. I would have liked to have. That would have brought me happiness. Saying, all right, listen, I got these shows, they're best of shows. A lot of the top talk show hosts in the United States, whatever, on the radio, whoever they are, they take a vacation. They take time off. They work hard all year, and they take a vacation. I never got that vacation, from the podcast. I had a couple of shows that were interview shows that I did here and there, but I didn't take any time off. So some weeks I did 2 shows, and I'm sure most of you are saying, Dave, how hard is it? You know what? Even though I do it in my car and I do it during my commute where I'm doing nothing else to and from work, you've heard my show. Sometimes I'm just so beat. Sometimes I yawn. Sometimes I can't complete a thought. It's just craziness. And this job is just killing me with this 570 miles a day. When's the last time you guys did 570 miles in a day? When's the last time? I'm curious. For those of you who listen to the show and drive, what was the last trip you took? 5 miles, 10 miles? When was the last time you drove not only 570 miles in a day? By the way, I realize I'm a professional. I do this for a living, and they pay me quite a large sum. So it's not like I'm complaining about any of that. Well, I'm just curious to the audience. For those of you who are listening in Germany, for those of you who are listening in Italy and India and all over the United States, try to contribute to the show. Try to engage. Leave a comment here in the Spreaker chat box. Or if you can't leave a comment because you're not listening on the Spreaker chat box, tweet me at dumbwithdave. Email me at dumbingitdownwithdave@yahoo.com. Or go to the website. I have a website. Did you know that? I have a website. You can go to davecanyon.com or you can go to dumbingitdownwithdave.com and there's a contact page. And you can write a little note. Say, hey, Dave, you know what? I was listening to the show. I don't listen on a podcast platform that lets me leave a comment. So I'm writing on the contact form. And the last time I took my car on a long trip, this was the long trip I took, 100 miles, 200 miles. Well, I took a 2,000-mile trip across the country, but when was it? I mean, I'm doing basically 2,000 to 2,500 miles a week. And it is wearing me out. Wearing me the F out. So I think, and I don't like when podcasters talk about their plans, but I think I'm going to start doing like 1 half-hour show a week, and I'm done. If I feel energetic, I'll do 2 or 3 or whatever. There's no rules. I'm just done. I'm so tired, guys. Okay, so you've heard enough about that. I am beat. This thing that they got going on with the thruway, at my job, it's what Andrew Cuomo has done. Now I catch myself every time. What Governor Cuomo has done and what the New York State Thruway has done is awful. Awful. And now we have a new Secretary of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg. Pete Beetlejuice. The shrunken little man. I shouldn't make fun of his size, but anyway, listen, if anybody's shrunken, it's me. 57 years old, I'm pretty shrunk. But, and it's not because of cold water. I got a new transportation secretary, Ms. Chow, who's quite attractive, by the way, but that has nothing to do with anything. She's the outgoing transportation secretary. And I should have written her a letter, but I didn't. And I say this all the time. And I've always said that one of these days I'm going to do a podcast called I'm going to send off a letter. We're going to send off a letter. We're going to follow it up. I'm going to send off a letter to Ms. Chow, the transportation secretary. Then I'm just curious, is she aware of what is going on out here in New York? Is this somehow like the best kept secret that the governor and the New York State Thruway have taken the Thruway and screwed it up for tractor trailers and the economy? And it has made life way more dangerous for everybody? Is there an awareness? I mean, isn't it bad enough that the Governor Cuomo, sent people with COVID to nursing homes? Now he's out here killing truck drivers. Has any of us died? I don't know, but I tell you what, it's a matter of time. I struggled last night. Dave, why don't you pull over? I did, like for 5 or 10 minutes. I can't be sitting on the side of the road I got to get home. We all got to get home. Oh, it's just exhausting. So anyway, that's the state of truck driving in New York State. It's not good. I don't want to do a truck driving show, but it is what it is. That's my life. I want to talk more about happiness, but I should really make this my last show. I should be like, all right, guys, listen, it was nice. I got to go. If I feel like picking up the phone, I'll pick up the phone. And you know what? Probably about 5 days later, I go, all right, I'm back. That was a nice little vacation. Little podcation. But you know what? Even though I've built up almost nothing, I'm afraid to let go of it. You know what it's like? I'll tell you what it's like. Jeez, I just saw somebody do such a dangerous maneuver with their car. They went in the service lane all the way on the left to pass 4 or 5 cars. That was pretty dangerous. Okay, well, that was live. What was I about to say? I need a break. I just need a break. I don't want to lose what I built up. I didn't build up much, although I think I might be at 17,000 downloads now. I think the last time I celebrated was at 16,000. I think I'm at 17 now. I haven't checked in a couple of days. But after this podcast, for sure. If I'm not at 17,000 downloads, I will be. And it's coming faster and faster. You know, the audience is growing, although I just seem to be hearing from the same 3 or 4 people. But then I'm sure somebody would say to me, Dave, you can't gauge your audience on the people who write in. Even if it's the same 3 or 4 people, you know, or 5 people sometimes, or whatever it is. You know, and I don't know why I can't get people to engage with the show who don't know me. If you don't know me, this would be a really good show to write in and say, hey, I've been listening, or this is my first show. And it's really horrible, because all you talked about is how tired you are. And you wanted people to write in. About what? You haven't said anything yet. Well, then go back to the other episodes prior to... I have 278 episodes. All right, anyway. So what's going on, folks? What's happening? Did you have a good Christmas? Did you have a good Hanukkah? Or Kwanzaa? Did you get the gifts you wanted? Did you give the gifts that people, that they wanted? I got to tell you, I got some gifts for my wife and my son, but I got to tell you, I do not enjoy it. I do not enjoy going to Walmart underneath those sickening lights. What are those fluorescent lights? I never thought I would have an effect. It would have an effect on me, but I think it's those lights. I think it's looking at the people that walk around in there at Walmart. It's like the mongrels of America. I know that's not nice, but I'm sorry. By the way, weather report, not that great today. It's not a sunny, gray day. It rained last night, and we had heavy winds. I've been driving in some bad weather, by the way, too. I drove through a mudslide. Did I talk about that yet? I drove through a mudslide last week, and going down the road, and then bam, there it is, like right in front of me. I had no time to stop. Thank God there wasn't a boulder in the road. I was one boulder away from crushing my tractor. But yeah, it was a big, like somebody, like a dump trailer lost its load, and there was mud everywhere. Dirt, rocks, everything. Drove right through it. Didn't set off the camera somehow, but I think I might have done some damage to the truck. But so far, nothing's happened. I had a nor'easter with all the snow. I made one trip down and back. I'm back in the yard, and the supervisor on duty says, all right, so you got to go back down with one more. I was like, I looked at this kid. I go, what are you, crazy? I'm going home. He goes, but we have more trailers to move. I go, not me. It's too dangerous. I'm not going back out there. Frankly, I wouldn't have had the courage to make that statement 20 years ago. Maybe even 10, 15 years ago. I would have been like, oh, I know, I got to go. I know. I'll go. Let's go. But that was the smartest thing to do. I just got my Kia, which, by the way, was a challenge on the thruway, but it came through the Kia. So, but I went home. And then we've had some heavy wind and heavy rain, and that hasn't been fun. It's exhausting when that tractor and trailer gets blown all over the thruway. I've gone out west to Syracuse and Rochester, and it's just brutal, folks. I'm telling you, this whole thing they're doing at the thruway, what the guy is doing with the trucks doing extra mileage, going the extra distance for no good reason at all, at 2 o'clock in the morning, it makes no sense at all. Nobody gave... It's just like the COVID. It's like, all right, lock down everybody. Everybody lock down. Wait. Why does everybody have to get locked down? Certain places shouldn't be as locked down as other places. Yeah, we haven't given it any thought. Same thing with the truck driving. All right, close everything down. Yeah, but certain exits are different. Now, we haven't given it any thought. Yeah, but you're really inconveniencing the economy. Nah, we don't care. Oh, okay. How about if I don't vote for you next time? It doesn't matter. I already made my money. I'm out of here. I'm running for president. Really? Okay. I don't think so, Andrew. And who's ever in the whatever. Only truck drivers care. We're the only ones affected by it. Everybody else is thrilled. There's no more toll booths. They're tearing down all the plazas. Everybody's thrilled. Most people are thrilled with it, I think. I'm happy about it too. As a four-wheeler, I'm thrilled about it. As a truck driver, it's very inconvenient. Yeah, so it's the same thing. It's just like the lockdowns. It's just like the stimulus checks. Oh, everybody gets $2,000. Everybody? Really? I'll be honest with you, folks. My wife and I don't need that money. We'll take it. I'm going to take it. I know. I think Linda donated her money. I'm not that altruistic. I'm not that generous. I got bills, and you know what? As far as I'm concerned, that's my money. I want it back. That's my money. I want it back. So if they're going to give it to me, give it to me. If I knew somebody was really destitute, yeah, I'd give them $1,000 or whatever. Of course I would. I'm a very generous person. If I have the money, if I have the time, I'm generous with my time. If I have energy, I'm generous with my energy. But if the government wants to give me $2,000, I'm going to take it. My wife and I, we did last time. We took the money and we paid something with it. I'm going to do it again. I'm entitled to it. I don't request it. I don't fill out paperwork for it. But this blanket stimulus check thing it's kind of interesting that they might do that. So anyway, that's the story on that. It's been a hell of a couple of weeks, working 5 days a week, 70 plus hours a week, and making money, but I gotta tell you folks, it is a wear and tear on my body. Okay, so let's I hope you're doing okay. I hope that the winter here in New York, we had that one nor'easter, but otherwise it's been pretty mild. And then the rain came a week later, washed everything away, which is fantastic because for some reason this nor'easter really paralyzed a lot of municipalities. And you know how snow accumulates like on the corner and you can't see the curb? Normally like the next day they come by and they clean it up. Nope. This particular nor'easter, most of the municipalities that I drove through, the townships, whatever you want to call them, they let the snow just sit there. People had a difficulty getting parking spots. They had to shovel their own parking spots. And you couldn't see the curb. And they didn't come and clean it up the next day. There was no effort to clean the roads. It was just, we're done. And then it rained, like a week later, I guess. I forget how many days later. It rained. And so that took care of everything. So the municipalities, I guess, saved a lot of money. Because they didn't go get out there and get to it. All right, anyway. Let's do some listeners' comments. And this way we don't fall behind. I didn't get that many. But whatever, you guys can always still contribute to listeners' comments, and you would make the show more interesting if you would listen to the show right away and then comment right away. That would be much better. But whatever, you guys are busy, I get it. You know, I'm not angry. You guys do what you can. All right, the show, I don't know what number it was, but it was called, Hey Dad, Look, It's Dave Canyon. In this episode, these were my show notes. This is what happens when your assistant goes on vacation. In this episode, Dave discusses several important topics, several important and non-important topics, as well as reading some listeners' comments. It's not exactly what the show was about. The show had a lot to do with my friend's dad, who gave me a voice and a look when I showed up at one of his at a surprise party, like a wedding anniversary or whatever it was, and we thought he would be happy to see me, but he wasn't. And it wasn't that he wasn't just not he was not happy to see me. He made a voice and gave me a look at the same time. Bleh. Bleh. Hey, Dad, look, it's Dave Canyon. Bleh. F you. I'm not going to say his name. I don't want to start any trouble, but F him. I'll never do that again for anybody, by the way. All right, so here's the listeners' comments. I got 6. They're all from Linda. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate it. Except for me. I started off by saying thank you so much for listening and engaging. Linda Irwin wrote, Happy holidays from all of us at Awesome Insanity Surfers and Harry, Emma, Hazel, David, and Zira. There you go. She's still in touch with her AI voices. Linda Irwin wrote, you can fade out by sliding the volume slider on the track. Turns out, no, you cannot do that on the Spreaker recording mobile app. You can do it on the Spreaker desktop studio. You just can't do it on the mobile. Linda Irwin wrote, both Pfizer and Moderna have PEG, Miralax, as an ingredient in the vaccine. Thank you, Linda. Of course, I don't remember what this is in reference to. I know I talked about the vaccine because I wasn't sure whether it was a prevention or a cure. You get vaccinated, the flu vaccine, the polio vaccine. I guess it's a cure. I don't know if it's a prevention. I think that was my point. Maybe. I don't remember. Linda Irwin also wrote, by the way, this is all 10 days ago. Our back door, I was talking about her getting snowed in McCall, Idaho. Our back door sits higher than our front door. So got out that way through the back door and cleared the snow from the outside to open the front door. Oh my God. She posted a picture once. I was like, whoa, that's her house? That's what's left of it? It's amazing it's still standing between the fire and the ice. It's craziness. Linda must be very tough. All right, Linda Irwin also wrote, the vaccine has roughly 95% preventative properties, but if you are one of the 5% that gets it anyway, it makes the symptoms less severe. All right, there you go. All right, so that's that episode. Thank you, Linda. Appreciate the comments. I saw Patrick Maruki clicked like, but did not comment. It's okay. You don't have to. All right, Merry Christmas. The next episode was, in fact, I think it was the previous episode. Merry Christmas, ? Happy holidays, ? What is the show notes on this? Oh, wow. In this episode, Dave talks about several things that may or may not be important to you. But they may or may not be important to me or other people as well. One of the things he talks about, his health care, that people in the government... I think I was exhausted when I typed this. One of the things he talks about is health care that the people in the government have and the rest of the people in the United States don't have. He also talks about the Christmas holidays. There you go. Okay. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. 9 comments. Some from Linda, some from one of the Pats. I started off by saying, thank you so much for listening and engaging with the show. More specifically, this particular episode, I hope the show finds you well and safe if you happen to be listening during the Christmas and New Year's season of 2020. Or really, any time of the year as well. Ooh, I'm getting tired. Okay. I'm going to have to pause this and take a drink break, maybe. Let's see. Can I do that? I should do that. All right, took a little drink break. You can't tell, but I did. I feel a little bit better. Not a lot better, a little bit better. All right. 8 days ago, Linda Irwin wrote, AI do not lie. Though, in parentheses, though, they may sometimes be mistaken, close parentheses. So if Harry confirms it, it is true. I think we're talking about the show being rated D for dumb. Linda Irwin wrote, I am not very large. I would be the one to sit on the hump in the back seat, LOL. What was I talking about? I was talking about sitting in the back of the Kia. Yeah, sitting in the Kia. Linda Irwin wrote, we were -2 last night. Clear skies. Oof. Cold McCall. That's my alter ego when I play the guitar and I sing country songs. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Colt McCall. Linda Irwin wrote, you need insurance and health plans in order to get a free calendar in the mall every year. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I forgot. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate you reminding me the significance of healthcare so you can get the calendar. Linda Irwin also wrote, we give gift cards to the kids and grandkids. I buy pragmatic gifts for hubby. Oh. Is that what they call them, pragmatic? If we need the big fancy stuff, we buy it when we need it during the year. Yeah, that's how I feel. If you need it, just buy it. This Christmas gift thing is ridiculous. Okay. Patrick Maruki, look at this. Patrick Maruki wrote, King Dave, the pragmatic king. Thank you, Patrick. Patrick Maruki also wrote, would universal health care be an answer? Not really sure what it consists of, though. Yeah, I don't know about that universal health care. I have no idea. I mean, I saw that movie from, what's his name, the documentary, Michael Moore, a couple years ago, Sicko or something like that, and I was really enticed to leave and move to one of those countries that have it, but my wife and I didn't make that move. But I don't know what the answer is. First of all, I think the answer is the country needs to get healthier. Before at the same time, or before we start working on healthcare, making it more affordable, or all these little gadgets and gimmicks that they do, which I don't think any of it ever works. I think you need to make the country healthier. We need to be healthier. How do we do that, Dave? We stop manufacturing crap, and we only manufacture good stuff. Yeah, but Dave, a lot of the economy depends on the sale of the crap and people consuming it. Yeah, I know, it's true. There's got to be a gradual changeover that we can do, changing the mindset and all that, so we stop eating all this artificial crap. I believe it's possible. But I think it has to start from the president down, and I think the celebrities have to get on it too. And it also has to be affordable. There's a lot of people say that eating healthy is expensive. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think a lot of people think it's true. Patrick Maruki wrote, posted some healthcare info in the Facebook group. Oh yeah, I neglected to mention that earlier when I talked about commenting. Don't forget, we have the Dumbing It Down with Dave Facebook group. Even better than anything else. Better than tweeting, better than Instagram. I'm also on Instagram with the Dumbing It Down with Dave. I'm all over the place, which is maybe why I'm so exhausted. But, yeah, the Dumbing It Down with Dave Facebook group. Thank you, Patrick. I saw it. I haven't had a chance as of the 31st of December to read it. And I can't even promise you I will read it because you know me. I am sleep deprived and brain degraded. And I think once I open it, my brain's going to blow up. But I'll try. It would be nice if we can get together, Patrick, in Nutley, New Jersey or somewhere. By the way, Patrick, I know roughly where you live. Not exactly, but do you know that you're like within minutes of the brand new model store Krispy Kreme in New Jersey? Did you know that? I think you do. I was there, and it was fantastic. All right. So I'll get a chance. When I get a chance, I'll read it, but I don't know. I wouldn't hold your breath on me reading anything and or understanding it. All right, so that's it. That's the comments for that episode. Merry Christmas, ? Or Happy Holidays, ? How much time we have left? All right, a couple of minutes. All right, folks, listen. I don't know about 2021. Remember I spoke about it in the summer? I said, I think I'm done. And I gave it time. I really tried, and I gave it time. And here it is, the last day of the year, and I really feel like I'm done. I mean, 279 episodes, that's a lot, for an independent. I built up something. I'll probably be here in a couple of days, but I'm toast, man. I'm just really, you guys got any ideas? I think I'm just going to do 1.5 hour show a week. For now, just for now. And I already spoke to Mile High Radio, and I spoke to Pat from Crooked River Radio. I really wish I could have just posted a whole bunch of best ofs just to give me a break. I'll produce them. I would love to produce them and then, edit them and all that stuff. And then, submit them to Spreaker and put a timer on it and let it automatically distribute. So I could take like the next month off and not have to worry about podcasting. And maybe take a little time and study audio editing or video editing or do nothing. I don't know. But I do enjoy doing it when I do it. Like this particular episode, it was fun. I'm in the car, and this is what I do. I do the podcast in my car, but I got to tell you, I am just really exhausted. But it's always great to hear from you, your comments. Your comments always inspire me to do more. It's fun. It's social. It's just like we were quarantining and Zooming before it was cool here on the Dumbing It Down with Dave podcast. All right, folks. That's it for today. I really hope I come back in 2021. I hope you guys are here waiting for me or looking for me. And we'll try to have some fun. Truth, happiness, and the search for it all.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Dumbing It Down with Dave. Goodbye, good day, good night, good luck, good riddance, good rats, Godspeed, and great skills. Take care.
Thank you, everybody, for your engagement and your support.